Hello, friends. I am Gilles Monsignor. I'm called to return to continue to speak. I don't have much, and life goes on. It's every day there is a new energy, the transformation are being accelerated. I'm going to discuss a few ideas. Thank you for liking. If I thank you for your sharing, for commenting. I like your comments. It's kind of nice to know who's watching. Thank you for your donations, and if you want a private consultation, you can send me an email. I want to say that every situation, regardless, that all situations all have plus and minus. They all have positive and negative. There is not a perfect situation that doesn't have this in this world of energy. For it was a philosopher named Kierkegaard who was explaining that if you get up in the morning, you're going to regret it most likely. But if you don't get up in the morning, you're going to regret it. If you get married, you're going to regret it. But if you don't get married, you're going to regret. So you have to navigate the ups and downs, to be fearless and to embrace life as much as possible, not to live in the constant questioning of trust in yourself and trust in the process. For we live in a world where there is so much absurdity, so much contrast, so much low consciousness, so much illusions, that it is very easy to fall prey to criticism, to want to criticize. But as soon as we find ourselves to criticize, we create a separation and like some kind of superiority energy that those people. So it's very important to, whenever we criticize, to see that we need to withdraw from the criticism, to move into neutrality and compassion, to understand the lower cycles are here for a reason, and in the evolution of the universe. God, the Creator. I'm expressing some thoughts that are maybe personal to me, but I do believe them to be true. And so some people may have different perspective. But as far as I know, the prime source of the universe do not get involved in the administration of the universe of time. The universe of time are the hands of the Father, Mother, God, and the Adonai, of our own local universe, and all of the celestial beings that administer the universe. God has created beings that are so perfect in the administration of the universe of universes that he doesn't have to get involved. But he's through the circuit of personality, is always aware of all that is going on. If one of his subordinates or associate or subordinate is not doing his job, he can take over at any time. But he's delegated anything and everything he was able to delegate to his created beings, perfect beings, divine beings that administer the universe of universes. He reserved for himself the only thing he could not delegate to anyone else, and that is the ministry of the mortal mind. There are trillions of planets in the grand universe, and even on this planet, we are a planet with the I Am presence, this fragment of deity, prepersonal spirit of God, called the mystery monitor or the thought adjuster. And God lives in our heart, but he works within the mind, and he knows all the secrets of everyone. So nobody can ever surprise God. It's like, well, it can. God can be surprised, because as infinity, why cannot it be surprised by something that surprises him? But everything is part of his divine will, so he's not surprised. It's like it's got both of those energies. But I just wanted to say that God works in our mind, and he constantly listens to our thoughts, but it's beyond judgment. It's completely. Sometimes he works within the mind to see if our mind is able to be elevated in relationship to our free will, because we do have to. God will not force. The I Am presence will suggest, but will never impose upon anything. So. So it is important to continue to stay attuned to the higher frequency. The higher self is coming down, and our higher self, our soul, is our true self in reality. I was looking at the art, and it says that it's very rare in history, in the past, that the art and the artist are just amazing. It's like there's a lot of artists to make amazing art. You have to have a little folly, a little madness. But I see a lot of artists that were brilliant, but as people they were completely unlivable. They were just like, they were either drunk, or they were like brutal, or like egocentric, or maniacs, or all kinds of things. But in the Renaissance, maybe not, because the artists were more humble. But in modern art. So it's like a lot of but now we're moving into a time. If when I have my project, or even musicians and rock musicians, they were like they make beautiful music, but talk about love, but in their private life, you can see that's not it at all. They're not doing. They're not really expressing that. But no criticism once again. But in the new age, in this new energy, I have a project that we're going to implicate art and artists, musicians, and so on. But I'm going to want people that have unique art to show, to share, as well as to be people that can be livable, that are not overwhelmingly cruel or brutal or people that express negativity or like these big ego things that they need to feel that they're so superior to everybody. So because the appreciation of art is always a matter of taste and appreciation. So it's very relative. Although I do believe there is good art and bad art. Some art will traverse time. Because right now there is a lot in the world of art. There is a lot of artists, mostly in fine arts, music too, but in fine art there is the most expensive artists in the contemporary art are great marketers. They're expert in marketing, they're great businessmen, but there is no heart, no soul, and no spirit. They're making very ugly objects that they convince people it's art and they should buy it for a lot of money. But I don't think it's gonna, in time we're just gonna, all of this is gonna go into the dustbin of history. We're not gonna art in 200 or 300 years, 200 or 300 years is enough to know the value of an artist. But so it's like we're living in a strange time, and there is a renaissance that is coming, and there is a lot of the desk culture is still very important. This bling bling, the Piscean superficial thing is still very present, or the cancel culture, all kinds of things. So this renaissance will bring a new spirit to the world of art, but both in all the arts, I believe. For life is a mystery. It's full of secret. It's a secret within a mystery within a secret, because life, the true life, is the life of God. It is eternal. It is immortal. But yet, in our consciousness, need to unfold it, to integrate it. The best way to access the secret is through symbols. For symbols are keys that open doors to higher truths. So it's very important to accept, to work with certain symbol, to take on whatever is being revealed to you, and you try to utilize the tools that your higher self is giving you. Very often I find myself spectator of something, like when I wake up in the morning, I see that my soul has done certain things on the higher plane. So I know my soul is me, but I don't have full consciousness of all my soul is doing. But our soul we are doing essential work, very, very important for the earth and the collective ascension. So just accept that whatever we're going through down here, we have to collaborate with our higher self and our soul. Right now there's this new moon, and the moon, the sun, and Jupiter are meeting in the sky, and so there's a very powerful time for manifestation. It's very important to observe, to breathe, to transmute, and to release, and there are things that needs to be released. And there is no need to advertise for the good deed we do. And when people are doing philanthropy, then they're doing a press conference that's saying, oh, I'm such a good guy, I did that. It's advertising for their ego. It's not about, it doesn't account in the compassion side and in the scale of the universe. No, the insight, the spiritual insight, usually you keep it to yourself. Yeah, I'm being called, Spirit is calling me to share that, to share energy, to anchor those energies, so I'm doing it. But usually you only share it with the people you can trust, will understand what you're going through. Otherwise they will put sticks in your wheels. And it's okay to live in secrecy between you and God. It's like there is certain things that's only between you and God. For me as an artist, I'm very comfortable living a very discreet, anonymous life. But at some point, I know I'm going to have to come into the public eye in order just to be able to live from my art. So just keep positive vision and loving intention. It's very important, and because right now we have to understand it's our intention, our emotions, and our beliefs that are creating the reality, and we're really in an accelerated pathway. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, not to forget. Thank you for your donations. I'm going to pull one card and sing a song that Spirit is pushing into my head. Well, it's about neutrality, once again. So it's about not being critics, to be neutral. Divine neutrality is to be able to observe that and letting go emotionally of those things that are pushing buttons. I have to, for me, it's like they have this soul connection. I have to let it go, because it's like every time Spirit is calling me for me to come, but as soon as I reconnect, it's like I feel like she's slapping me and saying, "Well, you're not rich enough. I'm sleeping. I'm spending my time with some other guy that has more money than you." And it's like, yeah, well, so okay, I'll leave you there. But then after that, she gets bored or tired, and she comes back to me. It's been going on for 3 years. It's a bit annoying, honestly, but I'm dealing with it. I'm trying not to be in judgment of that. I'm sorry, I don't know to topics that are too personal, but so I read this song. It's about a rupture, also a relationship that came to my head this morning, and I wasn't going to sing it because I don't. It's a new song, and it's not really made to sing a cappella. But Spirit, before I made this video, it sent me back this song, so I'm going to venture into it. It said, then I'll pull a few cards with the Moon Oracle. It's called The Eye in the Sky. Don't think sorry's easily said. Don't try turning tables instead. You've taken a lot of changes before, but I'm not gonna take any more. Don't ask me, that is how it goes. 'Cause part of me knows what you're thinking. Don't say words you're gonna regret. Don't let fire rush to your head. I've heard the accusation before, and I ain't gonna take any more. Believe me, the sun in your eyes made some of the lies worth believing. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the makers of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to know any more to know that I can read your mind. I can read your mind. Don't leave false illusions behind. Don't cry, 'cause I ain't changing my mind. So find another fool like before, 'cause I ain't gonna take any more. Believe me, some of the lies, while all the signs are deceiving. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to know any more to know that I can read your mind. I can read your mind. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to see any more. You know that I can read your mind. 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 The eye in the sky. The eye of truth is always watching us, like the song of Enigma. So the card of the day is time to give rather than to take. So it's important to be generous right now from this card. It's better to give than to take right now. The higher wisdom is conclusion are within reach. Oh, so yeah, the cycle is really coming to an end. It's coming to a close. It's a full moon eclipse. So that's the wisdom. What we need to understand is time for healing. So we need to heal the wounds of the heart. It's very important to heal our heart, to heal the wounds and to forgive, to let go of the traumas. what we need to do is to know that you are good enough. So just it's like, because there is all the temporality, but everything will be made. Everything will be made fair. Everything will balance out. The energies will balance out. You are good enough. Do not. And the outcome is don't let pride get in your way. So it's very much about staying humble and to be flexible and to be forgiving and to pass through the process and to in gratitude and to be ready for what is to come. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for your presence, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.